So Kurt's gonna be working you to the bone again, is he? Here then, let me show you how to prepare some nice clean water for yourselves out in the field. A recipe book, yay, and a Nature's Bounty recipe. Oh, don't forget the ingredients, dears. An assortment of ingredients.
So, we can just throw this stuff in a pot to cook up a meal, right?
Well, yes, what you have will cover most basic cooking, but you can only get some ingredients by defeating monsters. Gathering all the ingredients for those is a bit dangerous, needless to say.
Yeah, tell me about it. There are some weird recipes out there.
Man, kinda takes those who don't work don't eat to a whole new level, huh?
Yo, brace a notebook will have a more detailed explanation of cooking. Make sure to look it over. Well, good luck with your training.
Thanks, Phyllis. We'll try not to burn anything down when we cook stuff.
You can learn new recipes by eating meals at bars, or by eating to-go food items you purchase or find. Once you learn a recipe, you can make the food item anytime so long as you have the ingredients by opening your recipe book. To open your recipe book, select the Items tab from the camp menu, and then select the recipe book under the book category. Or, if you're playing with a controller, I'm pretty sure Square brings that menu up. Hell yeah. Nature's Bounty. Ooh. Starting with 500 HP. This is the beginning item, huh? That's a pretty big value in terms of what was in the first chapter, if I remember correctly. It started in less than hundreds, I think. Alright, a to-go food that cures 500 and cures KO. A refreshing soda infused with an extract of scented grasses. Sounds delightful. Oh, we only have the supplies to make 2 of them though, because of that clear gelatin. That's too bad. I had to play it careful. Now let's get that proper orbment tutorial. Looks like you two picked up the new model combat orbments. Did you already go over the list of new quartz in your notebooks? The fundamentals aren't much different, but some things have had their attributes adjusted in the Switch, so give it a look. Now, before we get started, how about a quick overview? If you need a refresher on anything about how your orbments work, ask away. Alright, let's go through this real quick. I kind of talked through this already, but this is the important stuff in terms of gameplay, so let's listen to this real quick still. Orbments are energy control devices that manifest a variety of effects via crystalline circuits made of septium, commonly called quartz. When most bracers think of an orbment, they think of combat orbments that improve your physical capabilities and let you use orbal arts. Combat orbments are especially tuned to each individual user, so no two will be exactly alike. This mostly boils down to elemental limitations on certain slots and the arrangement of the orbment's lines. Taking a person's strength into account is crucial in preparing a strong orbment for them. Orbal arts are kind of magic, I guess you'd say, but can be activated through a combat orbment's power system. Orbal arts is a bit of a mouthful, so most people refer to them just as arts. To use arts, or get any use out of your orbment at all, you first need to synthesize quartz at a factory. Setting quartz circuits in your orbment will allow you to utilize arts. The arts you can use, therefore, depend on the quartz you set in your orbment. For example, you want to fling around water arts? Use water element quartz to focus your orbment in that direction. Yep, and quartz? The quartz themselves are circuits made from sepith fragments which are synthesized and engraved accordingly. They have a hell of a lot of effects when put into an orbment. They can make you stronger, faster, all kinds of things. Quartz are basically useless without an orbment's drive mechanism. That's not the only limitation they've got. You see, some slots only allow certain kinds of quartz to be set in them, limited by element. Particularly potent quartz will also only function if placed into upgraded orbment slots. Oh yeah, it's a new thing we learned, so gotta look into that, yeah? Ooh, that's actually a thing here. Very good. But first, sepith. Sepith are small fragments of septium, commonly held by monsters. There are 7 different colors or elements of sepith: earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, and mirage. Just about any store will take Sepith off your hands for some money, but you can also take them to a factory to have them made into quartz or orbment slot upgrades. Very good. If I remember correctly, the mirage ones count... Like some of the magic had like mirage, orbment, Sepith, quartz, whatever requirements. If I remember correctly, like that actually means that any element can pile up to count towards those. I might misremember that. I might be off. I might be thinking of Pokemon card game rules, actually. So don't mind me. We'll see in practice if I remember that correctly or not. Alright. One of the new tricks with the new model combat ornament is slot upgrading. A lot of the higher-end quartz for these new things are stupidly potent, but there's a catch. That kind of circuitry is going to require adjustments and upgrades to your slots before you can use it properly. Good news is the upgrades will also increase the maximum EP charge your orbment can hold. You'll need Sepith to do it, but it's worth it, trust me. Whew boy, that's going to be a little tricky, you know, because we're going to have to also spend Sepith to just open up the slots, but then we're also going to have to think about investing in upgrading them. I think the smart thing is what's going to be is going to wait until we get quartz that requires the upgraded slots. And then we can slap those in. You know. We'll see in practice how it goes. Okay, you've listened to me ramble on long enough. Let's make some quartz and get you over to Kurt. Let's just say again, I really find it's a fun, elegant system. The quartz mechanic here. I think it's a, dare I say, more interesting version of the materia system in the original Final Fantasy VII, which was a little bit like, kind of, a rather simplistic system ultimately, even if it was very cool for customization. But this is a really good balance of customization, but also kind of unique attributes for your characters, and the dual play between the effects that the quartz themselves give, coupled with the spells you unlock by the different combinations of quartz. It's a really fun little mechanic to chase after, so I have a good time playing with this. My only problem, as always, is that the list seems a little small of stuff, but it lasted pretty good for the duration of first chapter, so I imagine this will be fine for second chapter as well. You want my advice? You should make sure you can use some healing arts at the very least. Do you know what kind of quartz are required for healing arts? Your Bracer notebook will have a full list of arts and their requirements. Make sure to check it. It is, of course, water that we need. I remember that. Now, in all this hubbub, I forgot to note a certain thing. Please look down there at the bottom left at our party and notice the party members. Let's check this real quick. Yes, 100 times yes. So this is what I was alluding to last episode. I was like, I got an idea about something that might happen in this game. The way that Anelace and Kurt actually were really focused on in the opening intro, you know, of the game, you know, we had that opening, like, you know, awesome, like, hype music cutscene thing. They popped up really early, and it was like they were like a part of the like party members, so like montage there. So I was like, oh, do you think they could be party members? Like that's what I was actually thinking, but I just wanted to, I wanted to sustain the surprise. And the way we were hyping up that we were teaming up with Anelace, I was kind of getting excited, like, oh, are we maybe gonna have her as a new party member? And sure enough, here she is. I hope she sticks around for more than just this, like, opening training thing. That'd be really fun. Can we really quickly look at her crafts? I don't think we can. That was a really unfortunate thing about, the UI in the previous one and here, too. Like, I really wish I could look at the crafts and see what they do, because, man, we're starting at level 40 with her. 2 levels above Estelle. Whew. I would really love to check what those did, so that, like, I have an idea. But we'll have to wait until combat to figure that out. We can check her equipment. She's got a fencer. Oh, can we actually check here? No, the crafts are down there, but we still can't look at those. Great. All quartz okay over here? And they're everything's already upgraded to level 1. Very handy. But only wind quartz here. Interesting. She has a very windy kind of vibe to her, so I can dig that. Cool. Oh yeah, these emergency puppet and glove gears. Let's see. Fully revives bearer after KO one time, but breaks afterwards. Okay. Glove gear. Special order guild glove that heightens grip strength. Oh, let's just give that to Estelle as the main character. Hold on. And I guess I'll give the emergency puppet to Anelace. Sorry, I just wanted to look at Estelle's cool pose here again. She looks very neat here. Oh man, we got all of her moves here still. That's very neat. I recognize the names of all those moves. Very, very handy. Right, yeah. Alright. The art in question is called Tier. If you check the Orbital Arts section of your notebook, it'll tell you the elemental level you need for it. When you want to make quartz, select quartz under Upgrade Exchange. Let's take a really quick look just to remind ourselves. So, Tier is the spell, that's the basic one. It's a simple 1 water quartz, so very easy to make. Ooh, we could play with the slots. In fact, we have the supplies to do that, but actually we don't, because we're missing golden one, which... Oh, interesting, they're all actually already opened up. Oh, I didn't even realize that, so we don't have to worry about unlocking slots, at least not with Estelle and Anelace. Instead, what we gotta worry about is the upgrades. Alright. But yeah, okay, very clever that they don't give you any of the golden space sepith, so that you're unable to waste them on the slots when the game really wants you to synthesize one of these babies. And while we're here, ooh, can't afford that, let's make one of these too. Yeah. And actually, like, we could still go for a while. Look at all these options we got here. I think the game wants us to do this, yeah? So let's do this. Because, like, look, that was exactly what you need to get that attack quartz, so... And this action one. And that hit. Awesome. So... Got 6 of these things to slot in. I like Estelle with having this to boost up that. I liked her. She's kind of fiery, you know, so I will put that there. She's also kind of windy, so I kind of would have liked to put that there, but obviously Anelace is the one I want to put there. Although, interesting, we are free to put, we don't have to chain them. We are free to put these in any of the slots. Okay, I remember that you had to kind of start from the beginning and like go in order, but like... Apparently not necessary, but I'm going to do that anyway, obviously, because we're going to get chain bonuses by doing that, so... Speaking of chain bonuses, Estelle's got a very balanced one. Just 2 branches, both of which provide up to 3 blips. Very good. You know, I like this, by the way, because if you remember, you know, I think Joshua really favored these time quartz slots. I might remember that he had slots that only accepted those. Maybe. I might be misremembering. But it's also the thing that, like, I just ended up doing that to him, and it, like, really seemed to fit him to have those time slots. Well, now that Estelle's on her own, it seems almost thematically appropriate that she adopts some of Joshua's styling. So, like, I actually really like the idea of putting these time elements on, Estelle here, you know? Hold on, hold on. So, if I put this hit 1 here, we don't get anything for her. Let's quickly check with Anelace, just out of curiosity. We're gonna... put HP 1 there, and what if we put, like...
the hit one. Nothing is increased here either. Okay. Now suppose over here... Gosh. Hold on, let's just really quickly look at this. If I put defense here, and I put in hit one, still nothing. So it doesn't really matter who I put the HP one, or the hit one, excuse me, at the moment. I want Anelace to be the healer. I don't know why. I just like Estelle being, I don't know, the combat face. They're both very similar combat-oriented characters, I feel like character personality and skill-wise, so it doesn't really matter which one's the healer. But, nah, I don't know. I think Estelle was originally the healer when we, first adventured. But, at the start of first chapter, I gave Estelle the healing items, not Josh. I don't know, this one's a tough choice. Well, actually, no, hold on. I think... Let's instead do this. Again, if Estelle's going to be the face guy here, really going for those attacks, let's have her have this hit here. Although her agility dropping really sucks. But, okay, if I want to, put all my eggs in one basket, Anelace already has insane agility, so maybe I don't want that dropping, you know? Tough choices here a little bit, but I'm gonna go with this setup, I think, for now. Yeah, something about that thematically, that Estelle swaps out the wind moves that I really liked her having with the time moves that Joshua was walking. I kind of like that, you know? Something neat about that, so I like that setup. I do wonder if Kurt is also going to be a party member, now that the cat is out of the bag, that Anelace is a party member, which I was really hoping for. Kurt was also featured in that scene, and not the other... Was there one or two other? There was the one lady... the one lady who had a gun, I forget her name. Did they have a fourth party member? This is kind of embarrassing, you'd think I'd remember all of them, but... I only really remember Kurt and Anelace, and then the kind of she looked like a bit like a pirate, I think, or maybe I'm just thinking of the gun she had. She was another senior bracer. But all I'm saying is they really picked the right two characters to focus on, Anelace and Kurt, because the other two I don't remember nearly as well. In fact, I remember one of them so badly, I might in fact just be making them up. I can't remember if there was a fourth member of the senior bracer party. But yeah, I wonder if Kurt's going to be a party member as well, since he showed up in that cutscene as well. I'd be down for that, too. He's pretty cool, too.
So, you've had your new quartz manufactured and prepared healing arts? Very good. Now we can set off. Finally!
So, we're heading for that sewer-like thingy in the western part of the canyon, right?
Indeed, the Balstar Channel. As I said before, the monsters within are dangerous. Are you two prepared?
Sweet goddess, not yet. No, we're ready.
Very well, let's get going. Follow me, you two.
Okay. Right behind you, boss.
Feels weird that Kurt is training Anelace when they were in a team together previously, but, we were in a team with Shara, and she was our trader, so I guess it checks out. And wow, check this out, okay. Interesting, there's no overworld travel here, we just got a little menu of where we want to go to. Apparently the game is spoiling a little bit. Apart from Balstar Channel, we also have St. Croix Forest and Grimsel Fortress to look forward to. Or maybe the game's going to be really shocking and we never actually go there. Those are there just for flavor. That'd be kind of a surprise. I'd be a little bit impressed. But I don't really expect that to happen. Oh, this looks very familiar. This seems like a very asset reuse from the previous installment. These bloody brick and mortar tunnels with those, kind of tribal looking, stripe pattern things were all over the place. Oh, okay.
This I'm a little less hyped about, having to look at this architecture again. I'm not gonna lie. So, this is the Balstar Channel.
Man, these sewers are huge! What do they keep down here?
Like, they said aqueduct. I was hoping for one of those, like, overland bridge-looking things that carry water. Like, I was hoping for a surface-level ruin to explore. This is a deflating moment to be in one of these tunnels again.
Well, they're technically smaller than the sewers beneath Gransel, but they're still quite sizable. As for what is kept down here, try confidential documents. Your practice mission today is to retrieve them.
Wait, confidential stuff? Seriously?
Well, it's more to get you in the mood than anything else. Regardless, the documents are in the deepest section of the sewers. Recover them, and today's practice will be complete.
Well, you make it sound easy, but...
This is a training mission, so you made sure it isn't gonna be that easy, right?
I shall leave that to your doubtlessly fertile imaginations. I will warn you, however, the monsters in the channel are not to be underestimated. You may find it necessary to fully master chain crafts to defeat them.
Chain crafts, right. Those are the,
You mean the team-based attacks we got special training for, right?
Indeed. Fundamentally, it is a type of craft which allows several people to attack a target simultaneously. You've put a great deal of effort into learning them, so now you should put theory into practice.
Sounds like a plan.
Also, since you'll be fighting once again, let me provide you with this.
The monster guide. Oh, good. I remember this too. This was kind of fun to leaf through. They had like little encyclopedia entries for all the creatures. Oh, hey, this.
That's one of those monster guide thingies, right?
Correct. It's a notebook for recording information about any foes you might come to face. I would advise noting down any particulars about your enemies as you find them.
Well, keeping tabs on the enemy is how you win fights, I guess.
Yeah, they say knowing your enemy is the first key to victory. Or is it, knowing yourself first? Yeah, either way. Thanks, Kurt. We really owe ya.
Really, there's no need to thank me. I wish you two the best of luck. As one last note, if I may, don't force yourself to go on if you are injured.
Oh my god, surprise yawn. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not bored. I'm having to record surprisingly late. Sorry, everybody. So apparently it's about time I start wrapping this up. We've got about 10 more minutes to go, so that's really rude of me. I'm really sorry, everybody.
I've prepared an orbment charging station here, just in case. Use it as you see fit.
Yep, that's our Kurt, all right. Always planning for everything.
Well, no excuses now. Time to blow the lid off the pot of expectations. Alright, let's get to it.
Alright, looks like Kurt is not joining the party yet, at least. I don't think Shara joined Joshua and Estelle on their, like, final exam thing either, so he could still be a party member.
Is something wrong, you two? If you need a moment to rest, you can use the orbment charging station over there.
We're actually going to do that. When I put the HP orbment on Anelace, you can see that like she actually lost a little bit of health, or didn't lose a little bit of health, but there's a deficit when her HP cap went up. So it's small, but might as well cover it up. I'm going to make a little quick save here at the start of the area. Alright, so very curious to see these chain crafts in action. I see that the game really, it's not doing a super heavy-handed tutorial, like not as hard as it could, but it has gone over a lot of important features from the previous game and some of the new stuff too, so I appreciate it. Monsters already? That was quick.
I'll say. These'll be perfect for a warm-up, though. Oh yeah, this is our first real fight in a while, isn't it? Might be worth it to go over the basics of fighting again.
Oh, I might have spoken too soon. We might be hit with a really detailed tutorial here. That's fine. I definitely could use the warm-up, so yeah.
Well, how about it, Estelle? Wanna go over everything again? Or skip straight to the, practical stuff?
Interesting. Let's go over everything. I'm sorry, guys, but I want to be thorough, so let's listen to this real quick. Maybe we ought to go over the basics again. Like you said, it's been a while since we've fought real monsters.
Fair enough. From the top, then. Come on, Estelle. Follow me. Right.
Ooh! Jamming new music. Still groovy, kind of swingy, though. I like it. Also, very dramatic new opening fight. I don't remember that really big shattering thing happening there previously. Oh, that's fun. Was that like a marimba was playing in the background there for a bit? Another sexy saxophone. Sounds like some kind of like a rendition of the original fight music a little bit, but it's its own thing. I love it. It still amuses me how like chill the fight music in these games are. Very fun. Anyway, yeah. Battle order bar indicates who attacks first. It starts from the top and moves down. And the battle order bonus, these icons indicate the bonuses allotted to the battle order. If a bonus icon appears next to a character's icon, they will receive that bonus. So it's actually worth it to like try and manipulate that a little bit at times. So pick moves depending on where they put you in the orders to like pick up certain abilities or deny enemies certain like boosts. Okay, this symbol is heal HP on the left, on the right is 7th up, etc. indicates the effects of each icon. We get a strength boost that we didn't super need there, but yeah. Right, so we got the move option, yeah. But we can also attack and you'll automatically move. So we can just pick attack. Attack an enemy. You may also use it to move if you are using a mouse and click an empty location. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a character in this area will move the character to attack. When an enemy is out of range, a blah icon will appear on your cursor. Selecting an out-of-range target will move the character as close to it as possible, but no attack will be performed. So here's a sticky slug. Ugh. And looks like we can't do arts and crafts yet. Arts and crafts. I think that's part of the tutorial because I don't see any reason we can't at least do the arts. But yeah, let's go in and smack this guy, this sticky slug. Whoa, okay. Busted. Alright. What if I pick item? Okay, we only have the Celestial Balm. It cures KO and heals all HP. That's very powerful. Very handy. No tutorial on that, but no surprises on how items work. Okay, cool. They demonstrated the whole, like, you can't, like... You know, like, you can't, the whole, like, you can move in but not attack if the enemy's out of range thing that we saw there. But, ooh, these two hit hard.
Oh yeah!
Heck yeah. Oh, I gotta look up, well, actually, I should probably look up, some of the past voice actors, too. I don't remember everybody who did voices in this game. The only one I remember is Troy Baker in an early role. Remember him? He showed up doing some early voice work for Olivier. But, yeah, gotta look up who Anelace's voice is, and I don't remember who was... I should remember who was, Estelle, but I don't. Embarrassing. Was somebody Christina V in the previous game? I want to say that Christina Valenzuela was in there. Oh, and I remember Zin was Patrick Seitz. I can't forget that guy's voice. Delightful. But that's about it in terms of voices that I can remember, embarrassingly enough. Yeah, so I gotta do some homework for next episode. Yay, rewards. Didn't get any chaincraft practice.
Okay, that wasn't too hard. Yeah, great work, Estelle. Oh, but one thing. We gotta put those things in the monster guide.
Oh, right. No problem, give me a sec. Confident penciling. Okay, got it all down. That was very funny, confident penciling. Information about enemies fought will be automatically recorded in your monster guide. Note that recorded information may change depending on whether you are victorious or flee from battle. Alright. Yep, it's still in the same place as well. The L2 button will quickly pull it up. There's that sticky slug. A mollusk monster that loves humidity. Uses its slimy tongue to slow its prey. But we didn't get any practice about arts crafts or chain crafts, so can we do another tutorial real quick? Go a little bit long here, everybody. I know I was yawning earlier. That was very rude of me, but I want to just do one more fight and see these. A little bit more tutorials here. Uh-oh. Here comes some more.
These things are all sludgy and soft. My sword's a toothpick against them, and so is your staff. This is a perfect chance to whip out some arts.
So just blow these monsters up with arts, right? Okay then, here we go! Arts can prove effective against enemies where default attacks do not. Arts can be cast over long ranges, but take time to activate. Using arts consumes EP. To recharge EP, rest at an inn, hotel, or recovery point, or use EP charge items. Let's go! Ooh. There's a Pokemon that looks like a little bit like these guys. One of the newer ones. I'm really lost on the Pokemon from the last, I was going to say 10 years, but probably 15 years is a more safer estimate. It's like Belly Buzz or something is the name. It's like a little blobby electric Pokemon, I think. Someone tell me what I'm talking about. You probably already figured out what I'm talking about, and I sound like an idiot, but yeah. Arts are effective against foes which are difficult to hit with a weapon, or those on which physical attacks have little effect. It takes time before arts can be cast. Also, EP is consumed when arts are cast. All arts have an element. Determine the element most effective against your foe and use it. Alright, let's check these guys. These are Ripple Frogs. Right, so the bigger number on elemental efficacy means bigger weakness. So, like, fire is going to do double damage. But, wind and earth are going to be normal, so I want to use those, not water. So, let's do an air strike. And you can see there on the left on the order of moves, you'll see when the move comes out. So unfortunately these two guys get to act first. Thankfully regular attacks don't interrupt moves. I definitely remember that there is a status effect that a move can have on an enemy where let's see what our physical attacks do, by the way, just out of curiosity, because it doesn't have a lot of health. But yeah, I remember there is like an ability that like interrupts a art being cast, but thankfully just basic attacks won't do that. Oh, okay.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, that would have been a grind with regular attacks, obviously, but, you know, that went handily enough like that. I still want to go a little bit longer, because I bet there's still a little bit more combat tutorial, yeah? Good grief, another group already?
Well, this is a pretty good chance to practice crafts, Estelle. Remember, crafts aren't just attacks. They have all kinds of effects depending on what you do. And if you can get 100 CP, you can break out a super strong S-craft.
Okay, I see. Crafts are pretty important for giving yourself tactical options, huh?
Yep. And remember, using S-breaks to get an S-craft in quick is important in real combat.
So that means you can actually, like, interrupt the turn order and use one of your limit breaks when they're ready to go.
We'll go over S-breaks in the actual fight, okay?
Okay, let's do this, Anelace. Crafts have similar range limitations to physical attacks, but occur immediately. CP, which is used to activate crafts, is gained when dealing or receiving damage. So I love that. The EPs are a stock that only goes down, but CP you can grow mid-battle, so there's like two little pillars you're balancing to use different abilities. It's very fun. I really like the combat system in these games. Should your CP reach over 100, you will be able to use a special craft, an S-craft. And you can also trigger an S-Break. Check it out. Ooh, check it out. We already get a ton of CP here. Crafts are character-specific skills which not only deal a lot of damage, but also have a broad range of effects. Using crafts consumes CP. CP is gradually gained by dealing out or receiving damage in battle. So, with Estelle, yeah, we got Morale to encourage allies. Comet is a straight line attack. Heartbreak with Impede. Cancels arts and crafts. That's the move I was talking about. The Impede effect will do that. And Hurricane is a nice multi-hit move. And then there's Taunt to draw fire on you. Ooh. In fact, I can just kill all these guys right now. Hey! I don't think usually you get that much CP from using a move like that, because obviously then you can just spam them forever and ever if you've got that many points, but I think tutorial-wise they let us get an S-Break here. So yeah, you can see that Estelle's meter hit 100, and that red blob filled up there over her portrait. These are actions which allow S-Breaks. These are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order once the CP gauge has reached 0. S-Crafts, which will be used as S-Breaks, can be changed by going to Tactics and then set S-Break within the main menu. Oh, that's right, because then if you instead go in the Craft menu, you can pick which one you want to use, because Estelle has 2 different moves. Press the brake button to unleash an S-Break. An S-Break cannot be unleashed under the little block condition. Now, press the brake button and try unleashing an S-Break. If you are using a keyboard, you may use the 1 to 4 number keys or the arrow keys to select it before unleashing it. I'm playing with the controller, so I hit just the D-pad to jump down there and hit it, and now we interrupted them. It's very important to be fast on that to get them before enemy turns go off. Classic. Ooh, we broke 1,000! Remember I was trying to get over 1,000 when I was stacking all those buffs on Estelle at the end of the last game? I really was trying to get huge moves off with her. So that was fun. Now then, these are all new moves because Anelace was not a party member in the previous game. 8-Leaf Blitz. Alright, single attack. Chaotic Sword Strikes. Sword Wind Slash. High-speed sword technique that creates a vacuum blade. Okay. Cool. Area attack centered on an enemy. It's a regular little stab. Fallen Leaves. Kick followed up by a mid-air strike. Oh, an AT delay, so that moves the enemy down on the turn order. That can be handy. That can be very handy. Checking just the differences here on areas. Pedal Dance. Move that sacrifices defense for offense. Alright, let's kick this guy and see if that knocks him down from the turn order. Oh! Oh, that was sick. That move was awesome. That was a really cool attack. I like that. Aw, darn. No CP fill up for Anelace, so we could see her, Piercing Wave! Would have been fun, but no chance. Alright, instead, let's do an 8-Leaf Blitz and see what that looks like. Sick. I think she had that move when we boss fought her in the previous game. Maybe. That was vaguely familiar, but my memories might be playing tricks on me. Come on, come on, come on. There must be one more tutorial. There we go. Because no chain crafts yet. That's the thing I'm interested in, the new mechanic. Looks like this is the end of the path.
Yeah, looks like. Although... Hey, Estelle. Think we can finally give it a shot?
It? Oh, you mean a chain craft, right?
Heh. Well, we did put a lot of sweat into learning these new chain attacks, you know? I say we try them out in a real fight and get a feel for how they work in practice.
Works for me. Come on!
Right, just say when.
So this is actually like a Chrono Trigger style line up a sick chaincraft move. That's awesome. That's one of the funnest things about Chrono Trigger, you know.
Chaincrafts are a technique that allow multiple characters to attack in unison. Okay, let's go to craft. Oh, and there is in fact a chain craft thing here. Up to 2 people charge forth and deal damage. To use a chain craft, select the party members to join in and then an attack target. A minimum level of CP is required to participate. Necessary CP and maximum participants possible will be displayed in the thingy symbol in the upper left. The more participants, the greater the attack range. Characters further back in the combination attack will also have greater attack power. Okay, so this is interesting. It's not exactly the same as Chrono Trigger, but like interesting mechanics going on here. Alright. Looks like we're all chained up and ready to go. Ooh, it's a big old area effect move. Let's take out them slugs.
Let's do this thing.
Cool. Alright. It'll be fun to try and set that up in my gameplay then. Ooh. Okay, I see. So it costs Estelle 20 to do this move, but then like it needs 30 from the participant. Interesting. Very good. Alright, well, let's get to work on these. Let's pummel them with these moves instead, yeah? I wonder if I'm ever gonna get chain crafts because I'm so spam happy with the regular craft moves, you know? Aw, jeez, I never thought about that. Drop a boulder on this guy. Ooh, good speed. Yeah, I got that move right away. Love it. Oh, and look who gets a heal! Perfect. Keeps getting better. Nope, can't do it. But I can do hard break. Whoa! Was it really that flashy in the previous game? I don't remember. That was cool. Yeah, you can see here I'm using these in CP now as they come up and like my meter's going low, low, low. I might have to think about like being smarter about stalking those, yeah? Like for example there, that was an area attack move. I just kind of wanted to see it. Would have been probably worth it to not do any moves there to let Anelace's CP build up.
We're good to go.
But whatever. Groovy! Ooh, I'm gonna actually save here, because for all I know, like, a giant cutscene waits behind there. Like, that was the entire dungeon, and the documents are there behind that door. So I'm gonna call it here, now that all the tutorial stuff is done. That's kind of also why I wanted to, you know, go long, so we could wrap up the combat tutorial and pick up with action next time. But it's also possible that the entire dungeon was just a tutorial, and we go through this door and the documents are there. In either case, we're gonna save that for next time. So, still feeling pretty good about this, even though I'm not super excited about this dungeon again. Maybe the game's just like being like, hey, remember this area from the first game? Just a little bit of nostalgia before we move on to new sights and sounds. Ah, who knows? The whole point of these Trails games is that since they're like, you know, kind of chaining after each other, like, they're like direct sequels, so there's gonna be asset reuse. We just gotta accept that, yeah? So, we'll live with it. But yeah, look forward to more of this next time, everybody. Bye-bye!